Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods Gravitas. Now, I'm starting this intro in the loading screen because I joined the server just before, because I was going to, start it up and start recording. And yeah, it was just before this happened. Our hunger and thirst was at 0, which I remember it was low in the last episode. It wasn't 0. We weren't that low. And I thought I'd just catch that on camera. So yeah, cool. And of course, this time we get the key that can teleport us to our grave that's just over there. But nevertheless, I mean, it's not the end of the world, obviously. We got all our stuff back. We probably lost some experience, I'm guessing. But hey, we're full hunger, so I guess that's a win. So in the last episode, you might recall, we set up this stuff over here. It's a beautiful flower garden. Beautiful might be pushing it. But more importantly, there are beehives. Now, each of these beehives have a 1 in 20 chance each day of getting a new bee. Currently, they have none. So, fingers crossed that it works. Do I have sound? Yes. So yeah, quite literally, it's a waiting game. It's genuinely a waiting game. We could increase it, I think, slightly. Once you get above, I think, 60 flowers, it's like very diminishing returns. Like, I think from 60 to 87, we pushed it down maybe 2 different chances, which, like, that's pretty good, but I don't know, we'd need a lot. Which, I mean, hey, it's an option. If we still don't have any by the end of the episode or by the end of next episode, maybe then we'll do some more flowers or even some more beehives, right? Because each of those is like another chance, so we get 20 of them in theory, 1 a day. But anyway, what is the plan? So the beeswax is so that we can make sealed bricks and sealed lumber. So if we have a look at, what are we looking at? I guess I can just search sealed. We can see what there is. So there's sealed bricks. They use beeswax, and these can be used to make a cellar, which will help us preserve our food, and apparently aged cheese. Sure. And then I believe it's treated lumber is the alternative that uses beeswax as well in lumber, and this is used in greenhouse structures. So yeah, those are 2 things we're after, but obviously it's a bit of a waiting game. So what do we do in this time right here? I do have a plan. I was going to say it might not be that fun, but I think it will be. The reason I'm not thinking that'll be fun is because it's not what we usually do in a modded series, but I mean, clearly it's not your normal modded series, so I think it actually won't be too bad. Obviously, clean my inventory out a little bit, maybe grab that back also. I don't know, do something. And the plan is to farm. You know what I mean? Like, we currently have the ability to do all this farming stuff, but we just sort of haven't, you know what I mean? Like, right now, I need some more hickory planks. Why don't I have a chest full of hickory? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, why don't I have a bunch of logs stored? Or even like a hickory farm that I can go, okay, I'll go chop down this hickory tree. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Same with the plants over here, right? Like, with our rye and stuff, we should have a pot or even a shelf leading into a pot or something full of a bunch of rye, full of like different fields of all the stuff we need, so that when we get our animal, we always have the stuff to feed it. We don't really have that, which, I mean, honestly, it's a little bit silly. I'll tell you what, I'll grab that out. We'll quickly chop this up. Oh, by the way, you might remember. Oh yeah, we got straw. You might remember in the last episode we saw a rat on the map, and then we actually saw it in person. We believe that is because I say we believe. I was told brutally that it's because I've got an open chest, like just not sealed or anything, just the chest with rotten food in it, and that adds up. So yeah, that's it. Now I will say it makes sense it being a chest, but we also had rotten food in some shelves, and that makes a little bit more sense for the rotten food to go off, because we've had rotten food in here for a while. And we recently took the rotten food out of the shelves, so my guess is that it's the shelves that are responsible, just based off what I've seen. So yeah, what's the plan? I'll be honest, I'm losing my voice already. It's not a good start, but I think we'll be fine. I don't know what the plan is. There's a plan, I just don't know what it is. Yeah, okay. I have a bit of an idea. I'm sort of like sticking to this area. I think we chop down those trees up there, we clear all of that grass, and we make that farmable, possibly lowering the level of it a little bit to make it a little bit more flat. And then we can have a path that goes through it, and I think that'll be a good idea. So I'll come up here and try not to knock down the animals and I'll try not to get pushed over by all these leaves. But yeah, so I'm going to clear up a bunch of land up here. And I guess I'll be back. Yeah, I'm not too sure why my voice is, it's not feeling too good. It should, listen. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm going to try one of these wholesome soups. Didn't do much. I think it healed me, though. Is that what happened? Let's have a look at our health. 890. I almost want to say that it went down. Okay, so the soup's not amazing. We'll say that much. On the bright side, however, as you can see, this area probably looks a lot different than what we saw it before, because all the trees are gone, all the grass is grown. Grown? It's grown. It's all grown. And so we've got a nice, decently flat area over here. I've still got a few of the maple trees to chop down. We got about 10 saplings from these maple trees. I'm thinking we push saplings onto that side, like behind the house. I guess. I don't necessarily have a reason for or against doing this. It's just, oh, was this my first attempt at a mine? Did I do this? Or was this... This seems odd. What's going on here? Do I trust this? Oh, I'll be honest. Because I am playing on a server, we run the risk of tree people. If you're not sure what tree people are, neither am I. But we've had them before. Okay, so there's definitely... That's pretty creepy. I'm pretty sure that's just the skeleton, but... Speak of the devil. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Surely just a coincidental, man-made looking tunnel, beneath my base. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the thing that creepily exists. But yeah. So anyway, back behind here. In terms of the saplings, I kind of want to do that, but I don't know if there's a point in doing that. When we read about the fruit trees, which we can go in here and do, I think, wild fruits, and then click on fruit trees. It's kind of hard to click on them. Obviously, the fruit trees are like the small ones. Right-click on it while holding a sapling and a knife in your offhand. We can give that a shot. I don't know if it'll work, but I mean, we can try it. I believe we have a spare knife in our base. Yep, spare knife. Awesome. So knife in the offhand, saplings in the main hand. And we'll see if... I'm pretty sure this only works for fruit, but we might as well try. Yeah, that does nothing different. So I'm going to place a 2x2 because I think I've seen a massive maple tree. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm crazy, but we will place a big one. We've even got some hickory saplings over here, which I don't know if they're surviving. And then we'll just sprinkle these down here so that we can at least have some trees, you know what I mean? I think maple's nice. Nice color tree. So we'll slap those around and they'll grow in, I guess, 6 days, I think it said, for some of them. Cool. We got hickories. Yeah, okay. All right, so farming. How are we going to do this? Now, instinctively, I want to build a massive plot of land right up here full of different types of food and have like a nice little structure and stuff. The problem is moving water. We have a wooden water bucket, but it doesn't actually allow you to move fluids. The fluids just like fall out and drain. I believe to move water, you need like an actual bucket, a proper iron bucket. Now the issue there is making the bucket. From the looks of things, we need, not only do we need 5 bits of iron, which is arguably doable, we would also need a blue steel bucket and a red steel bucket. Blue steel would be from a blue steel sheet, which would be from a blue steel double ingot, which would obviously be made out of singular blue steel ingots, which are made out of an ingot mold and molten blue steel. That makes sense, right? And how do we get our hands on that is another good question. And from the looks of things, there's not an easy explanation. Okay, so how else do we get it? From an arc furnace? There's no way you have to use an arc furnace. What's this? Oh, an anvil with high carbon blue steel. Okay, and to do that, it is... Oh my god, it is massive. So it is black steel and weak blue steel. The weak blue steel, finally, we're getting to it, is alloyed together from bismuth, steel, sterling silver, and black steel. And then the black steel is made from high carbon black steel I mean, this is exhausting, which is pig iron. I mean, that's not happening, right? I mean, like, look, all of that to make a water bucket. As far as I'm aware, I'm not sure if there's another way to do it. So I'll tell you what, that sounds horrendous, and we're probably not doing that. I feel like making an aqueous accumulator is somehow cheaper, and I'm pretty sure this works as a water source. Like, I think it waters crops. Alternatively, and hear me out, quite literally, we could probably do pumps. Pumps would probably be easier than a bucket, which I don't know. Blows my mind, to say the least. I'm just looking to see if there's like another little loophole that we can do. But it doesn't particularly look like it. The other option I'm thinking is we use a sprinkler. That's not a thing. Okay. We probably won't be using a sprinkler. So then, do I have to build my farm down around water? Like, it makes sense. It'll probably look better, but I've got all this land. You know what I mean? All right. Let's have a quick look at the book. Particularly, I guess the start. What's this? Is this new? Pickle jar. Okay. Oh. Huh. Pickle jar is a block that can store liquids and up to a full stack of one item. If you fill it with vinegar and store pickled fruits or vegetables, they will be preserved like in a barrel, but with the added aesthetic effect and ease of taking items one by one by left clicking. Cool, sure. Awesome, wonderful. Where the river flows, so it's talking about water. Awesome. Oceans, cool. Ore deposits and stuff, awesome. It doesn't seem to mention buckets. I'll keep looking. Oh my god, I don't know what I did, but the water is completely invisible. Okay, water's back. And water's back. Yeah, water's back. Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, boom, aqueducts. That is what we need. And it's going to use shale and mortar. We have a bunch of mortar. We made a bunch of that. And then we're going to need shale. Beautiful. Okay. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Transport any type of water. Wonderful. 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 The one problem is, I don't think it's possible to make them go up. You know what I mean? Unless we got our hands on like maybe magma or soul sand. Maybe. I don't know. Water will cease flowing. The aqueducts will not create permanent water source blocks. Any water will disappear after the aqueducts are removed. Makes sense. So we might have to dig like a tunnel, but I think that'll still be cool. We're probably going to do an aqueduct. I mean, it sounds really fun, does it not? Okay, let's do an aqueduct. that's today's goal, aqueduct. Okay, so you can use any type of brick, so it can fit with whatever theme you've got going on. We've been using quite a bit of marble and limestone, which not bad. We've got a lot of marble specifically. So if I were to make a marble aqueduct, we would need marble bricks, which would be loose marble and a chisel. Now, I believe we have a chisel, and I believe we can make some loose marble, and we can put these together, and bada bing, bada boom. We now have 32 marble bricks. In this chest, we have some mortar. I guess I'll take half. Actually, what was the ratio? 3-2. So, probably like closer to that. It's fine. I should have just left it in there and then put the extras back, but I don't know. Anyway, we now have 8 marble aqueducts. Wonderful. So. We have farm here-ish. I'm going to bring it through here, I think. Like, I reckon what we do is we dig this up. Maybe that remains dirt. But we dig this up. We turn this into like a bridge, right? Then the bridge, obviously it's still going to have to be down at this level. We're going to carve the world around it, right? So just visualize this with me. We're doing a little bit of a visual learning or experimenting. We're doing something. We're building. And so yeah, the aqueduct will go down here, and we'll have a beautiful farm alongside this little bridge that comes across, if that makes sense. So this will branch out a little bit. We can try to keep it looking as it does in terms of, as you can see, like I'm sort of chiseling it up at it in an angle, as opposed to just having it be a perfectly flat hole. But we'll see. We'll see. Luckily, we hadn't built anything over here, so we actually can get away with doing what I'm trying to do here. Oh my god. By the way, constantly starving and dying this episode. I don't know what's happened that's different from the previous episodes, but it is kicking me. It is hitting me where it hurts. We actually have tasty melons. I wonder if it's because we're actually like digging and stuff as opposed to running around on a horse for an entire episode. Also, why did I put melons in there? Melons we need to preserve. They are long lasting. Yeah. Okay, yep, I'll continue. In terms of like chests and stuff, man, we clearly need more to at least be set up somewhere. All right, 7 maple chests. That sounds pretty good to me. The other issue is we don't have the inventory sorter mod at the moment, so it's like, it's rough. It is very... Oh, the maple looks... I think maple's my favorite so far in terms of chests. That looks pretty nice. We got a bonus one. Cool. All right, in terms of sorting my inventory, as you can see, not really doing that. I'll keep the shield on me. With that has come in handy more times than it hasn't. I can't even put that away. Boom. I mean, this is look. We'll figure it out at some point, okay? At some point, the base will be cleaned, okay? Probably, maybe. I think I'm happy with what I've brought with. So yeah, the idea is that we place an aqueduct like this, and as you can see, the water actually starts flowing through. This will be interesting. We might have to put like a slab on top. Not a horrible situation, you know, it's not the end of the world. Oh, what? Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that was going to happen. Oh, okay. So we could probably get rid of this one and have it flow from there. Look at the particles, by the way. I mean, hey, that's pretty cool, is that not? So that can go over here, and then this should then branch out, and all of this can be farmed. Can it not? I always thought that it had to be from a source block, but in recent times, I swear you guys have told me that like flowing water will spread it. And if that's not the case, I will be digging through my comments to see what I'm talking about. Actually, is this farmland even wet? It's not. But it does have hydration 100% at the top. Oh, and so do these, yeah. The more you know. I didn't know. Oh, cool. And then so what do we do here? How do we get this part happening? Because obviously I've got the maple that I want to place here. I should just switch to the shovel. I mean, I do like these aqueducts. We probably could just have the aqueduct go all the way over. I was just thinking maybe that looked cooler. But maybe this looks cooler. That's pretty cool. I mean, I could also just have it go right there. Yeah, you know what? I think I do like that a little bit more. Oh, and you can drink from it? Oh, listen, we live in a society. Now, the problem here could be that there's too much hydration now. Because, yeah, it's way too close to this new water source. And so it's introduced a new dynamic, I guess. Now, the rye can't grow too close. But some of the other stuff can. So I guess what we can do is actually bring this rye back over here. And that'll work. Sure. We've got wheat, we've got soybeans. We can probably place them down again. Why not? We have a bunch of seeds that we weren't placing because we didn't really have room and we didn't need them, right? Well, we might as well now. These grow right next to it. Beautiful. Place those down. Maybe some carrots. Yep, carrots love some water. Soybeans. Sure. Wonderful. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Oh, it's wonderful. I think this little thing's gonna look really cool, like this little area that we've built. I'm very happy with the promising looks at the moment. This I'm not happy with. I don't want to place 2 squash there, but I guess we will. And then I think squash can... Oh, squash... Really? Okay, I guess we'll take the squash back from here too. I thought squash was going to be like, yeah, you can have that in the water. I mean, it's squash. It's filled with water. Maybe it's not. I don't know. The term squash insinuates it, right? You would think? Nah, maybe not. Oh yeah, and we also have some bushes. I completely forgot. We have a raspberry bush and a blueberry bush. Maybe raspberry bush goes there, blueberry bush goes there. Yeah, that could be fun. Oh, very nice, very nice. Do we want to place like a fence around this? I kind of do. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking we get rid of this. We pick up this with the scythe. Oh, I made a massive mess. It's fine. Not the end of the world. And we place this guy there, just to give them a little bit more room. You know what I mean? Cool. Yeah. Oh, nice. I'm very pleased. So fence. I think we can fence all the way around this. If we want to, we can place that. Okay, we don't have a bush anymore. Can I not? Yeah, that works. God, how embarrassing. All right. Well, we don't have blueberry anymore. We might have to go looking for some blueberry later. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. I did that intentionally, of course. I knew that would happen. Everyone else knew that would happen, so of course, why wouldn't I know that would happen? Fences. We have hickory. We do have like cobble and stuff that we can use, but I think you want to use wood around the farm, right? So we can have this nice hickory, dickory, dockery. Whoa! Oh, that was the berry. So yeah. Now these fences up here aren't going to stop anything from coming in, but oh, this did fall. I'm wondering if it's because it doesn't have grass on top of it that it's like loose. You know what I mean? And that it's like gonna fall. I don't really know. I'm not too sure. Could we make this look nicer as well? Hold on. Maybe not. I think this is fine. I quite like this. We might pick up these 2 carrots and maybe move those a little bit, just because I want more fence to go there. But the rest of that should be fine. So those are just hickory. So I'll see if I've got. Well, I guess we probably don't have any hickory anywhere. I guess I'll go chop down hickory. In fact, these are maple. They're not hickory. But yes, in terms of tree farming, I really do want a reliable source of tree farming. This thing here, I'm thinking I set up some support structures down there and I fill it in because, I mean, we're not going to use the cave, or at least I don't plan to. So I think we could definitely benefit from just filling it in. We've got a bunch of dirt. We don't even have to fill it in, but just like place it all on top. You know what I mean? Place some structures below, build up on top, and I think we'll be good. So for example, if I just place this here, we could probably do like the whole thing. Maybe I'll place a second one. I guess we don't have the room for it. We'll see. I mean, that might honestly be enough. Let me show you what I'm thinking. If I place this here, we can go boom, 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 boom. And that should work. That should genuinely work. And we'll find out pretty quickly when it doesn't work because it's going to start falling in. But if it falls in on this part, yeah, like, I mean, that's fine. Like, sure. Fall in that part. All right. So I filled that area in. I think it looks better already. I almost want to fill this in too. Because, I mean, once again, I don't really see us using it. Whereas I feel like if this was all just flat land, that could be like a massive tree farming area, right? We've obviously got bees here. I'm clearly wanting to build in this sort of general area, which means this area is prime real estate. But yeah, I'm not too confident in what I'm doing here. I guess to be honest, the farming operation has sort of halted, especially considering like this is as far as we've gone, right? We're only going about here. So I can probably get away with turning this area up here into a tree farm. And I'm thinking we chop it. I want to say at this level, but I'm also thinking in terms of like this fence, it might make sense to chop it at this level and just flatten the entire thing and just have a massive flat land. Now, flat land isn't the greatest. It's kind of annoying sometimes because visually the hills look nice. But I think we're going to do it. We might leave some of the stuff over here in this direction to give a little bit of, you know, look to the outside, I guess. But I think this part here from about here onwards, if I can lower it down naturally enough, we will just start carving. Oh, we do also have this cherry branch. Alright, the cherry branch might be a protected species. We'll keep that cherry, because it hasn't grown at all, which concerns me a little bit, to be quite frank with you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, so far so good. It is going quite nicely. I'm thinking I know what I want to do. I don't think we have to dig up this entire floor. Now, filling it up might be a little bit rough. But I don't think we have to like dig it all up, because what I'll do, arguably I don't even have to fill it up, but I just kind of want to, because two reasons. One is it's fun. Two is there's lots of particles and that's fun. Three is there's lots of particles and that's fun. But four is the good one. Four is that I'm probably going to do half slabs, or, slabs across the entire thing. And then what that means is we can have grass sticking up like that for trees. And obviously for trees, we only need to chop the bottom bit. So it should work perfectly. You know what I mean? Like we just chop the bottom bit, we get the tree. The only thing is obviously getting the saplings. And the scythe does a 3x3 around. So I think the scythe will just be good enough, to be honest. I don't think it's that much of a hassle. So, yeah, here's the plan. So what I'll do is I will place one there. We'll go, what do these trees look like, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, about 3 in between, maybe. I think that's fair. I could probably count it a little bit better, but either way, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, place one there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, place one there. What do we think? Maybe, and then we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, place one there. I think that's a pretty decent distance. I'll tell you what, we'll find out. Now, some trees, like the hickory trees, you can see they're a lot more narrow. You can get away with a lot more. Which means, arguably... How do we want to do this? Arguably, what I do is I bring these back one this way. Now they have a middle piece. And then I bring these ones back one way this way. And so then we'll have to move that stuff. But it should work. It should work. The idea now is that there's a middle and a middle. And so I can place something in the middle. And in the middle can go a hickory. So that's the current thought process. Obviously, we'll see if it works. So 1, 2, 3, 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and my tree. And so that's the plan. And so that comes over here. And then no way it lines up perfectly in the middle. Oh, it's like I planned it from the beginning. How cool is that? That has happened many more times off camera that you probably do not believe, but it's been happening. I'll tell you that much. Oh, an oven as well. You reminded me. All right, let's quickly just go get food for that oven. It's messed up that they break into bits, but it's cartoony, you know what I mean? It's very humorous. Yeah, I imagine an oven probably cooks stuff way faster. There's also onions. They have layers. I can probably eat those. But yeah, so we've got this stuff, and we can start, planting things and growing things and doing things. So that's all an added bonus. Alrighty, alright, so I'm gonna go get some leaves and stuff. I'm thinking as well, because obviously the grass spreads, I'm very tempted to build a line around my base out of cobble or something and see if that stops the grass from spreading, because I don't know if it spreads or if it just grows. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go around here, and I think chestnut's good. Honestly, hickory's probably the one tree that I don't want to grow, but I mean, they're narrow, so I probably will grow them. It is insane how many holes in the ground there are. By the way, if we make bricks, they're actually... Apparently, they work really nicely for support blocks. Alright, I got us quite a bit of chestnut. I'd be surprised if it's enough, to be honest. But I got it, nonetheless. So we'll put it to work. We're going to have to run all the way over here. I think this is our closest crafting table. So, obviously I turn these into planks, or into lumber, and then we turn those into planks. So we're going to get a stack of planks, and then we turn some of these into slabs, like so. And then we have a stack of slabs. Cool. Awesome. And then we're going to fill this entire thing up. Yeah. And so it's going to look roughly like this. And I think that's fine. I think that'll look good. Now, by the looks of things, we're going to need a lot more than I've got, but it should be fine. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we need a lot more chestnut if I want to do this whole thing chestnut. But it should be fine. We should be able to do it. Now, in the past, when I've made farms like this, usually never To be honest, usually never in like packs like this. Usually I'm doing it in like a vanilla Minecraft server, like a Realm server, playing with some friends. What I used to do was I'd do wood around the tree that I'm growing. So for example, I'd have like a bunch of oak planks and like oak logs framing an area where I'd be planting oak trees. And then obviously the same for birch and stuff. We could do that here. The issue I guess is that I'm not really zoning them up that way. I mean, like I sort of am, but I'm sort of not. I mean, we could do it. We'll see. We'll see, because maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll look nice seeing all the different colors. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean, or at least I'll show you what I'm sort of considering. For example, if I'm only going to grow chestnut on these 2 trees, I could chop this part off so that it's just like a, 2 blocks around the thing, and then 2 blocks around this thing. And then we could have a different type of block going through the middle. And we could even circular this stuff, you know what I mean? So that the middle trees that are probably going to be hickory trees, I'll probably move that, will have hickory around them, if that makes sense. I think I can sort of show it off. So we do hickory, we turn that into planks. You know what? Let's just get this over and done with. It was going to happen. It was just a matter of when. We go hickory slabs. Yep, there we go. And so obviously we want those around here, around the middle bit. We'll experiment, see how it looks. So that's obviously hickory. And as you can see, there's going to be some clashing in terms of this one connecting, which isn't bad, I guess. Like we could have these go here, and I could break this and that. And then we could have the hickory connectory. Then the hickory's get yeah, I think we can. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's quite nice. So then the only question is which ones are going to be which. And I think this can be whatchamacallit, chestnut. Does that look nice if we do like this sort of pattern? It's hard to tell, to be honest. Alright, we just ran out of axe. A little bit annoying, to be honest. Can we use the saw? Oh, we actually can? Nice. Now, I don't know if we want to, but we can. And that's pretty cool. These middle ones are probably going to be maple, is what I'm realizing at the moment. But yeah, and so... yeah, hickory, and then these are going to be mapley. Maple looks a lot like oak. There is actually oak in this pack. We have stumbled across it in someone else's base. But yeah, we don't have it. I think we actually stumbled across it ourselves. We just didn't get any saplings off it. Even we did try. All right, so yeah, what do we think? I mean, look, it's not amazing. I'll agree with you on that. It's not stunning, but I don't think it's horrible. Okay, I do not think it's horrible. I think what it could do with is some cobble and stuff around it. Now, obviously, we made some. We made some granite, some marble bricks. And so then how do I turn this into an actual like brick that we can use? We combine it with mortar. Okay. Yeah. I'm picking up what's being put down. I think we can do some stuff here. Marble. Boom, boom, boom. Chisel. Boom, 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 boom. And we make bricks. They stack in stacks, which is nice. Boom. Then we grab mortar. Boom, boom, boom. There's possibly even more in here. I thought there was more. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe oh yeah, in there. Jesus. There's a lot of the stuff. So then we go marble brick. And we click marble bricks. We paste this stuff in. Bada bing, bada boom. More than we can even use. Phenomenal. So then these need to be slabbed as well. But we used up that crafting table, so we're going to have to use this one up. But we're also hungry, so we're going to have to grab some melons. Now, I understand that it's nighttime. I do apologize. I guess I should place torches, but I wanted to place torches on the marble. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's the piece of the puzzle. I think this brings it together. If anything, we could even, like, double up. And although it's a little bit... like, I think that works. I do think that works. This doesn't work. This is a problem. But I think it's fine. Yeah. Oh, that fence is really going to annoy me now. and I don't really know what the solution is. I think this looks better than doing just diagonal, like, because look at how bad that one little corner looks. Oh my god. I mean, like, it's not the end of the world. It's the end of the world. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll finish this up. And so yeah, these bricks don't fall because they're bricks, and I guess they're made with support and integrity. So they're actually pretty good. Workbench, boom, boom, and we'll do a few more. All right, what do we think? I think that everything looks nice and symmetrical. Hopefully, I might be missing something. I'm not feeling 100% today. So then what we'll do is we've got 4 bricks left. I reckon we place them on these spots and put some torches on them. And hopefully that doesn't get in the way of the growing. I don't think it will. I think that's perfectly stable, so that should be good. Then we go ahead and plant, and it should be pretty easy to see what goes where. Chestnuts obviously go in the chestnut spots. Hickories go in the hickory spots. Nice and simple stuff. We've got, yeah, we'll figure that out. Chestnut and chestnut. Shall we? Yeah, we just got a stick. We'll have to consult that later. So that's another hickory. That makes sense. And then we have 2 maples there and there. All the saplings look awfully similar. They're like just slightly different shades going up. But there they are. This will take 1 month and 1 day. This will take 6 days. And hickory will take 1 day. Oh, geez. Wait. Hickory, 1 month, 1 day. Chestnut, 6 days. Maple, 6 days. Okay, so the hickory is the slow one. It takes a month and a day. Cool. What do we think? I don't know. I think it looks nice. Yeah, if we wanted to as well, we could put fences around this. Just, not for any practical reason, but once again, just because you want your stuff to look nice. You know what I mean? In a pack like this. Oh my god, what a spectacular sight we are seeing today. That's honestly, that might be the thumbnail there. That was pretty nice. We can finish this up. Like that. And so now this adds up. I regret doing this. This looks really gross down here, so let's just, yeah, tidy that up. I think that looks nice. It sort of doesn't look too weird. This all goes down there, crosses across here. Listen, I'd say we're doing a pretty good job. Oh my god, this stuff grew. Oh, that could have been the blueberry bush. Okay, yeah, let me sort my inventory out a little bit again. This thing's... Oh, I was going to say this thing's sort of sorted. It's very much not. What I was going to say, though, is if we come in here, I might be able to chop off the top. No? I wanted to get a bit of a bush to spread it. It's possible that I need to use a hoe, like you have to. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? All right, let's see. Harvesting the raspberry bush. Just a stick. Okay, well, we'll have to wait for it to grow again then, before we can, I guess, spread it. Cool. Is there anything else we want to do? I don't think there is at the moment. I'm pretty happy with how things are going. Okay, nice. Oh, you know what? It's been a few days. Let's see if we have bees for the next episode to work with. I'd be surprised, but I'm also, I mean, we should have them, right? Like, empty, 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 empty. We should see visually just by looking around them as well, bees when there are bees in there. So, kind of just a waiting game. If I don't have anything to do in the next episode, we might go and grab more flowers and see if we can fully max them out. Maybe spread them even more, because they're the last thing we need. It's just bees. And I think once you get bees, it actually, like, there's a lot you can do, if that makes sense. If we go entry and look for beekeeping, is it going to be like right at the very end? It might be. Beekeeping. I believe I saw that you can breed them. If a beehive has 2 frames with queens and an empty frame, the 2 colonies have a chance of breeding and producing a new queen in the empty frame. This has the effect of passing on the abilities of each parent to the offspring. So the main thing is, if we get 2 bees, we can start breeding them. Obviously, it's going to be a small chance, but it might be just a bigger chance than whatever we're waiting for currently. So yeah. Hey, listen, honestly, I'm pretty happy I made it through this episode because my voice definitely feels like I'm losing it a little bit. So, I don't know. I don't think I've been doing anything weird. Listen, for those of you concerned, because I'm sure at least one person will be. If I do lose my voice, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think I can still do videos. We've been like awfully sick quite a few years back. I think the start of every series, except for this one, I've been like awfully sick towards the start. I know All the Mod 6 I was, and I believe All the Mod 7 there was some early days where I was sick as well. And all that means is that there's a few episodes where I just sound like death incarnates. So I don't mind doing that. But yeah. Oh. If anything, it would be like maybe I miss a day or something. Just, I don't know. But even then, I really doubt that would happen. That's not good. All right, there we go. I think I fixed it. Yeah, honestly, very productive day. Like, I think the crazy thing is, right, in terms of progression, I've done nothing. You know what I mean? I planted 8 saplings. You know what I mean? Like, I planted some saplings. But in terms of base progression, I feel like it looks like so much more has happened. It's like, oh, wow, like he's actually doing stuff. He's actually expanding. Why does my water keep disappearing? I don't know why. Luckily, you can toggle shaders on and off pretty quickly with Iris. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else. Obviously, I'm still talking, but that's just, I don't know, because I'm just trying to wrap my head around stuff. This area needs cleaning. This is pretty gross. I think what solves this problem is getting, obviously, a greenhouse and a cellar set up, right? Then we can start storing things like our food in a better location, because we're not even using these shelves at the moment. They're just there. And then these ones up here, we'll have to get an actual storage happening. Whether we just put everything in the cellar just for the thrill of it, that could be annoying because we'd have to run down to it. But even then, like, if I could probably set up a door here that leads into the cellar, and that could be fun, and that could be like not too far away for it to be an issue. And then we just have like log storage up here where the trees are, a little bit of crop storage over here, and then maybe some, materials for smelting and stuff here. It's all doable. I see some pictures in terms of what's happening. I think, the bees, that's our next big progression, I think. That obviously gives us the cellar and the greenhouse. I really want those set up. Those are my main thing. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I think a bloomery, so possibly in the next episode, if we don't have a, beehive and stuff, we might do a bloomery. This is going to need a lot of bronze. Like a decent chunk of bronze. We're going to need bronze sheets, which need double ingots. Like, it is expensive. Each of these is 400 millibuckets because they're double sheets. That's a lot of bronze. So that's a lot of mining. It's a lot of smelting. It's a lot of, bashing together and stuff. It looks like you just need that one thing and you build blocks around it. And then you can make use of this stuff. But obviously, until we get that, yeah, there's the bloomery thing. But it's promising. It is promising. So this is a minimum. I guess you make big ones. Yeah. What is that? A bloom block. The bloomery must have an equal amount of charcoal and all items. Light the bloomery block and wait most of the day. When the bloomery block shuts off, it is done. Each 100 millibuckets of iron ore that melts in the bloomery is transformed into a bloom block. The bloom block, that's a fun word. The bloom block, it's a bit of a tongue twister though, if you try to say it too far. The bloom block contains raw iron blooms, which can be obtained by mining the bloom block repeatedly with a pickaxe. Okay, hold on. So you get a bloom block at full bloom, you mine the bloom block, and you get iron blooms from the bloom block. And with the raw iron blooms, you work them in the anvil to get a refined iron bloom block. not a block, sorry, just refined iron bloom. Then that can be worked into an anvil to get the ingots. So if you do the math, you can get... You get multiple iron blooms from a bloom block. So we're at least getting more than 100 millibuckets per 100 millibuckets. You know what I mean? Like in terms of actual iron. I'm not sure what the ratio is. It might even say it here somewhere, let's be honest. But it does, it insinuates that we're going to be getting more blooms from our bloom blocks. We'll only melt into cast iron, not wrought iron. They must be worked. Okay, so we can get cast iron or wrought iron. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Molten blocks will readily spread fire. Cool. Oh, Bloomery cares about quantity of items thrown into it, not the quality. Using rich ore in the Bloomery consumes the same amount of charcoal as poor ore. Cool. Awesome. Nice. Wonderful. Cool. That's all, folks. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this episode. Once again, the reason that these types of episodes don't happen too often is because if I just did an episode where I made a farm like this in all the mods 6 or 7, that would be, I feel like that would be boring. I don't know if it'd be boring for you, but I feel like it'd be boring for me because I mean, instead of doing that, I could set up an actual tree farm. You know, we can get a forester and a gatherer or whatever they call it, a harvester. Yeah, a harvester and a tree cutter or something. You know, like there's so many options. Now, most of these options are in here as well, or at least a few of them. But they're so far away that like you kind of have to do this, and it's not as grindy as Vault Hunters was, at least so far. Like we've done way more, and at least you get to play with mods. I like it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Genuinely. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry that this outro has gone so long. I was told, oh, it's going to be these. Scribing table. That's what we need. I was told that there was a way to write on the name tags, and I believe this is it. So we're going to need planks. We will need black dye and a feather. I don't think we have that. Charcoal powder might be doable. The feather, like we might have one. But I also might have just thrown it on the ground and grabbed the actual meat instead. And it's sort of looking like that's what I did. Cool. Okay, we've got a goal. We'll get a feather in another episode. That will allow us to use our name tags. And we can actually name our channel members. So thank you again to our channel members. There's a big list. I do want to put the list on the screen. I'll be honest, I just haven't gotten around to doing it. It might be in this video, hopefully. Now that I've said it, I feel obliged to do it. It might be janky, okay? But I think as long as it's there, and then we can work on making it better later. But as long as there's a list there. So genuinely, thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who's on screen. Thank you, of course, to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi and Andre, who are both tier 3 channel members. Thank you guys so much. And thank you to everyone. And although I am thanking you guys, do not feel pressured in the slightest to donate or become a channel member or any of that. Watching the videos, watching the ads, obviously, you know, commenting on that, that's already more. You know what I mean? Like that's already above and beyond. So yeah. And at the end of the day, even if nothing's coming in, I mean, I'm still going to be doing this. The community interactions is more than enough to keep this going because it's. I'm not going to lie. Out of everything, like even like playing this series, like I enjoy playing the series, obviously. Like I really enjoy it. But the server stuff, I love that stuff so much. There's nothing, or at least I don't think there's any greater feeling than going on a server that like we're hosting as a community and just seeing what people have built, and they've just built it. You know what I mean? I don't know, that stuff's so crazy to me. So genuinely, thank you guys so much. And of course, the one episode where I don't have my voice for much of it, I keep talking and I'm probably making things worse. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope I see you in the next. Hope I see you in the next one. All right, goodbye.